Yo, what is up guys? Today we're going to be looking at the 2020 MacBook Pro M1. I got this in 2021, so I considered 2020 because that's when it was originally made. But either way, this is a $1,200 machine with 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of SSD storage, and yeah, that's actually it. So we're going to be looking at it and why it's still a pretty good laptop even though you paid half your life savings for it. So yeah, let's get into the review. Alright, so first off, any questions asked about gaming on this thing, I'm just going to recommend you leave this video. That's not really something we talk about in a $1,200 computer. This is made more for productivity and schoolwork, I don't know, programming, anything like that, your typical college kid. But one of the great things about it is how solid the build is. No matter what I think about any other laptop, this is the best build quality laptop that I've ever owned. I mean, I've owned anything up to a $2,000 laptop that has top of the line specs on it, and you just don't get this build quality. So the second thing about this laptop that I love the most is the keyboard. Nothing beats an Apple keyboard. I literally have one sitting on my desk right here, right in front of my gaming keyboard, because I honestly would rather game on this Apple keyboard. I don't know, I don't really care. I mean, you can roast me in the comments, but honestly, the keyboards they make are awesome. Here's a quick sound test and a little bit of the mousepad test as well of the keyboard. So as you guys heard, yeah, it does sound pretty good. In my opinion, it might be kind of different preference to other people, but the feel as well is amazing. It's short. And it's not like the ones they used to have with the butterfly switches that were complete, oh, let's just say garbage, but these are the normal switches that they used to have, but they're even better than that. You feel really fast when you type on them, even though I'm not that great of a typer. I mean, I still pull off like 120 words per minute, you know. So, yeah, it's a great laptop. Let's get into maybe why it costs $1,200, you could say. So one of the big benefits of actually getting the new MacBook Pros is they all come with a touch bar. Now this used to be a pretty big thing on MacBooks a few years ago because you would have to pay like $200 extra just to get a touch bar on the actual MacBook, and I feel like that's kind of pricey. You also get Touch ID as a separate button and power button, an escape key that's separate from the Touch ID or the touch bar. So it's just pretty nice to have it all kind of conveniently placed for you to use, so you don't have that discomfort of touching a bunch of stuff on the actual touch bar and it just becoming confusing. Now for the display on this thing, man, I'm gonna say it is immaculate. Even though it's 60 Hertz and it's basically a 2K display, it still looks pretty dang good. As you guys can even see right here, the camera just does not do it justice. It's so clear, and I love the way it's glossy. It's not like a matte screen, which I'm not really a fan of those. I just like the glossy ones better. You can kind of see the pixels easier, and it really gives me that OLED vibe. So the color that I have right here is the silver version of it. I just love the standard silver that they have on these MacBooks, and I love them. It's just such a nice color. Even though you get a whopping 2 ports on there, yeah, that's one USB-C or Thunderbolt, I guess you could say. One right there, so 2 together, and 1 headphone jack. So pretty freaking good for $1,300 if you ask me. But either way, it's still solid. You just have to spend $200 in dongles, which basically makes up for the price of a spec'd out gaming laptop. That's okay, you know. You're buying Apple stuff, fake it till you make it, you know. So that's basically the vibe with this. Now, after another thing, I noticed that the webcam is still pretty garbage, you know, for the $1,200 price point. And yeah, just look at it. It's not good. It's 720p, and alright, so what is actually good about this laptop then? Well, let's just go for it. The keyboard's great, trackpad's good, build quality's good, screen is good, performance is great actually. Let's get into performance. So you're able to get a lot more performance with the M1 model than the i5 model, and there's no compatibility issues that I've so far seen. I'm able to do like anything from downloading virtual machines. I'm able to run those. Just really anything you normally do on a normal MacBook, you can do on the M1 Mac. It's not like you're switching to some random, it's not like going from electric or a gas vehicle to an electric vehicle. It's not like that big of a difference. You don't even notice it. unless you actually try to do something where you notice it. It's basically just positive increases all around the board, performance-wise. I mean, graphics, CPU power, just anything. It's great. Another thing that's pretty good about it is that it is able to play some games as well. I mean, I said it doesn't really, but you can probably play some like Minecraft or something. I don't know. I mean, if you're paying $1,200 to play Minecraft, I don't know what to think of you. But either way, it can game a little bit at like 1080p. 60 to 30 FPS, and yeah, that's about it. So that's basically all that's good about it. What's bad about it is you have to spend $200 in dongles. You only get a headphone jack. It's overpriced. It's like $1,200 to $1,300 for just the base model. You want 16 gigs of RAM or 512 gigabytes of storage, $2,000. So yeah, it's a little pricey, but if you can afford it, I would buy it. If you don't want to game or anything, buy it. It's great. I mean, you can hook up one display. I know just one from what I've heard. I've tried. I haven't been able to get 2 displays, but I got one, and it displays out pretty good. The M1 does pretty good displaying out things. It doesn't have any issues like graphics-wise. It gives that full resolution. But yeah, and the webcam sucks as well. So other than that, you're good to go. Everything basically works great. It's an Apple product. It's made to do well and last for a long time. So you're probably going to get a lot of duration of battery life and lifetime. And yeah, the battery life is actually insane. I get like 16 hours on a full charge, which is just godly. And that's like doing stuff. I mean, like if you were to watch videos for 16 hours or something, it might go down a little bit fast, but you know, it's good. And it charges up really fast as well. So the charger is actually right here. It's a little bit brickier, I guess you could say. It's bigger, but it's USB-C to USB-C to you just plug it into your power brick into the wall, and yeah, it'll just charge right up. So yeah, it's a nice laptop. Everything about it's pretty dope. I mean, I threw this little Doge sticker on there because, you know, why not? Hopefully I get recognized as a crypto channel now and make a few more bucks in this video. Yeah, that's basically the laptop. I really hope that you guys were able to gain some more information from me in this review, because a lot of people might be concerned whether or not they should buy a $1,200 to $1,300 product base model, just to know, and they might lose a lot of their money if they don't like it to restocking fees. So I hope this helped you out with what I actually found useful and not useful to it. So I hope it's just like kind of an honest review. And I know I've been gone for about like 3 to 4 months. Yeah, I don't really care. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one if I ever do make another one. Peace.